Welcome everybody. My name is François Letarte and this is my channel JDR D30, a channel about tabletop role-playing games. Um, I'm making a live hangout tonight in English, ramble, and it's a test at the same time. I had some problems with my internet last week with my router, so someone came to check this out this afternoon, and yeah, it's an occasion for me to try this out. So I decided to make a ramble about a book that I was given. I won this book into the last convention I went a month ago, called Draconis in Montreal, and I won a prize, which was a loot of used RPG. Okay, and one of those RPG is this one, Cartoon Action Hour. I was always intrigued by this game, okay, and yeah, so and I've been, I have been inspired yesterday. I don't know why I talked to my sons about a show of that era that I used to watch, which was called Kid Video. Maybe some of you remember. Don't remember much about the show itself. And for me as a kid, this show was aired in English, okay, and I'm from a French country, so we had our French, okay, we had our own French kids show, but at the same time we were flipping through some English channel. So I remember Kid Video being that cool thing, okay. I don't remember the plots. Maybe I didn't understand. I wasn't understanding English enough to really appreciate it. It looked cheesy enough, okay? Maybe check this out, Kid Video, okay? Cartoon, okay? Just the opening song is quite cool, okay? The show, just to talk before getting to that, the show talks about a rock band, okay, who are being transported into a cartoon world, okay? This is a real live action band, okay. The song is very cool, from the video to the radio. That's what they say in the song. And okay, they look like a cool band, okay. You have the nerdy guy inventor, you have the cool singer, you have the girl drumming, okay. They look like a very cool band with good songs, and they are being transported into a cartoon world, run by someone called Master Blaster, and who tells them that they will be his musical slaves forever. Okay, that's the premise of the game. The game, not the game, but the cartoon. And frankly, I don't remember the plot. I think I will have to watch some shows on YouTube. I see that there was an episode, maybe more. It ran by 2 seasons back then, and okay, this was very 80s and cheesy, but my sons were thrilled by the idea, and I showed them, the intro songs, and all the while watching this, and I remember that I have won that, and maybe I could run something with that. Okay, so with that big introduction, what I want to do is to flip through this game, okay, 2 books in one, okay, just to see if that would be possible, and if just by looking at it, it won't be very precise. I don't have much time on my battery and all that. It's just sharing with you a moment of me flipping through the book and see, if that could do the job. Okay, the game was published when? Well, it's quite an old game. It's more than 15 years old. Okay, I have there are characters, channel, combat. Okay, well, combat, game masters rule. In Kid Video, if I want to make Kid Video, I remember that the action scenes were about the group, the band. I don't know if they had the name. Maybe it was Kid Video, but they were kind of showing cool songs from, you had real music videos, like Duran Duran, okay, to fight the minions of Master Blaster, or Duran Duran, or anything that was cool back then, Wang Shang, okay, those kind of bands. The action is back. Okay, remember, if you will, back to those magical days of the 80s when Saturday morning and weekday afternoon cartoons offered kids of all age heaping dose of fun, yeah, excitement, and action. From huge sentient robots to paramilitary strike force to post-apocalyptic barbarians, and everything in between. Well, the everything in between would be the rock band. The world of cartoons knew no bound. All right, characters. You have the archetypes. Okay. Series requirement. Series requirement. Yeah. Okay. Before you can begin constructing your character, you should look at the series guide given you by the GM to see if there's any requirement or limitation. So the game master will have to make what kind of series this is. Okay. So you have all the character, the character procedure to create. To create your characters, you'll be given a certain number of character points. So it's a point-based creation. To have traits with a cost. You have all sorts of basic attributes and skills, physical traits, mental traits. Yeah, they don't seem to have basic attributes and skills. Just want to check the character sheet, hoping there's one. Okay, there's lots of. I'm going in the back of the book, and just in case, but I don't seem to find any character sheets. Okay, sometimes it gives you some hints on that game. Stun points, hurt points. Okay, hurt points. Okay, I guess this is kind of hit points. Damage rating. Okay, well, this seems to be a little crunchy. Transformation. Okay, bonuses, speed, animal companions. Yeah, lots of those shows at animal companions. Fictions, vehicles, mental traits. And there's an example of a special abilities. Okay. Okay, lots of lists and lists. Okay. Right. Okay, using the rule. Okay, so remain okay. Action checks. Anytime a character attempt to perform a trick action, the GM asks the player controlling a trick to make an action check. To do this, the GM determines which trait will be tested based on common sense. He also chooses an appropriate difficulty. The player then rolls D12. Oh, it works with D12. And adds a trait rating to the end, you have to beat the difficulty number. All right, so this is a difficulty base. So, okay, I have a chart here that goes up from 2 through 17. And, okay, you have the super ratings. Oh, my battery will go out in a moment. Try to go through this. And you have combat. Well, if you go in G.I. Joe type of game, you'll have lots of combat, of course. Some game master's rules. Okay, look at that image. Okay, very. It talks a lot. There are the experience and all that. The jobs of the GM. Okay, all that we need to know. The series. All right. So we have. Well, just a mere explanation of this and the series guide. So we have a guide to create our own series. Okay, that's quite cool. Some sample villains, the episode. Okay, how to yeah. Okay, some advice to how to organize your stuff. The lineup, ready to run the series. Okay. Okay, there's some. Okay, there's some kind of example series like Tommy K and the Star Kitties. Okay. Okay, bringing rock and roll to the stars. Okay, this is we have an example that could do with kid video. Maybe I could use that. Dark Brigade, the Defenders of Aqua City, Star Warriors. This sounds good. The Transbots. Okay, guess what? They look like the Transformers. Look at that. That's very funny. In Series C's, okay, some IDs: Teen Angel Squad, The Outlaw Skull Coach, Planet Patrol, Ruined World. Man, just the name of them are really inspiring. Lots of good IDs, you know, that there's lots of seeds. That's something that I like. Appendix. Okay, trying to get fast before my battery goes out. I didn't have plugged my computer. And super heroic action. Oh, there's a character sheet. Yeah. Okay, like I said, you have traits. There's no attributes. You all the characters that just you just write what they can do here, and that's it. All right. Series guide sheet and all that. Okay, so there's a series book with a comic in it. Okay. Okay. Customizer, Grizzled Warrior. Okay, there. Okay, well, okay, just lots of ID by the end. Well, basically, the system seems quite easy. Character creation seems a little crunchy, but maybe it's because of the number of options. Other than that, it seems fine. Maybe someday I'll invite you to play Kid Video, okay, and I'll have you watch the title song and all that. Maybe I'll put it in the link below just for you to watch and remember those old days of the 80s where cartoons were magic. Yeah, so that was my ramble for today. A little ramble about Cartoon Action Hour that I got for free, so I don't have to complain, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Okay, I had a bunch of other games that I'm not as thrilled to have got, but you know they were free, so I don't have to complain. But that one really caught my attention, and I'm happy to have it. So maybe I'll talk to you about it later. This was a very improvised ramble to try out my hangout, which worked fine up to the end. The hope that when I game with people, it will hold as good as it did now. Any questions, any comments, feel free to leave them. And I was happy to be with you, François Letard, JDR D30. And up to next time, I hope you have as much fun in your life as in your games. Goodbye.